Imagine waking up to a sunrise that occurs 16 times a day, every day. Your morning coffee floats freely in a bubble next to you, and your view outside is the entire planet Earth. This is a regular day for an astronaut. Now picture this. You're served a 5-star meal as you gaze through a panoramic window, looking out at the vast expanse of space. This is the reality for a space tourist. The distinction in daily life between astronauts and space tourists is stark and filled with unique challenges and luxuries. This essay delves into the contrasting routine of these two types of space travelers, exploring not just their activities, but the implications these have on our understanding of space travel's future. As humanity stands on the cusp of becoming a multi-planetary species, the distinction between astronauts and space tourists becomes increasingly significant. Astronauts are trained professionals focused on scientific research and space missions. In contrast, space tourists are private individuals who pay for the experience of traveling to space, primarily for leisure purposes. The advent of companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin has marked the beginning of an era where space is not just a place for scientific exploration, but also a unique tourist destination. Space exploration has captivated human imagination since the dawn of civilization. The journey started in earnest with Yuri Gagarin's historic orbit around the Earth in 1961. Following this, the Apollo missions expanded humanity's reach, culminating in the moon landing in 1969. In recent decades, space exploration has shifted towards sustainable technologies and commercial participation, with companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin democratizing access to space through tourism and private spaceflight. Astronauts undergo stringent training to prepare for the harsh conditions of space.
Their daily schedule in space is tightly regulated, consisting of maintenance tasks, scientific research, and exercise routines to counteract the effects of microgravity. The psychological and physical demands are intense, as astronauts must maintain high performance levels while managing isolation and the unnatural environment of space.
They enjoy luxury amenities that might include zero-gravity games, spacewalks, and Earth observation. Narrator: for space tourists, the journey to space is less about work and more about the experience.
Unlike astronauts, their preparation focuses less on operational tasks and more on safety procedures and enjoying their time in orbit. Astronauts dedicate several hours each day to training and preparation.
This includes simulating emergency scenarios, conducting scientific experiments, and maintaining the spacecraft.
Every task is critical, requiring precise execution to ensure the safety and success of the mission. Space tourists might start their day with zero-gravity yoga or enjoy a tranquil breakfast watching the sunrise over Earth's curvature.
Their morning is designed to be as enjoyable and relaxing as possible, starkly different from the astronauts' regimen.
Midday for astronauts involves conducting experiments that can only be done in microgravity, participating in spacewalks, or repairing and maintaining equipment.
This work is vital for the advancement of science and the smooth operation of the space station.
By midday, space tourists are likely engaging in leisure activities that could include virtual reality tours of the solar system, watching movies in a zero-gravity lounge, or even participating in photography sessions of the Earth from unique vantage points. Absolutely, and these photos are going to be out of this world. S1. Isn't this incredible? The view is just mesmerizing. Maintaining good health in space is no small feat. Physical exercise is crucial for astronauts to mitigate the effects of prolonged exposure to microgravity, including muscle atrophy and bone density loss.
It's not just about physical health, though. Mental health is equally prioritized, with routines and tasks designed to keep us mentally engaged and emotionally stable.
For space tourists, dining is not just about nutrition, it's an experience. Space tourists enjoy specially prepared meals that mimic high-end cuisine on Earth, albeit adapted for zero-gravity consumption.
Dining is an event in itself, with sessions planned to make the most of the unique environment of space. It's truly like nothing else.
As evening approaches in the vastness of space, astronauts have a set routine to ensure everything is in order.
We check in with mission control, update logs, and prepare for the next day.
This routine ensures that all systems are nominal and the crew remains in sync with ground operations. It's crucial for the safety and success of the mission.
Nighttime for space tourists could involve social events like space-themed movie nights or cocktail hours where tourists can mingle and share their experiences.
It's a time to relax and enjoy the novelty of being in space.
Both astronauts and tourists must adapt to sleeping in microgravity, which can be disorienting. Astronauts often sleep in confined sleeping bags attached to the wall, while tourists might have slightly more comfortable accommodations. Despite the distance, staying connected with Earth is vital.
Astronauts and tourists use internet, video calls, and even social media to keep in touch with family, friends, and the public.
It's so important to feel close, even when you're millions of miles away.
Long-duration space flights can have profound psychological impacts, including feelings of isolation and stress. Both astronauts and tourists need to prepare mentally for the experience of seeing Earth from a distance and living in confined spaces. The future of space tourism looks promising, with plans for more accessible trips, potential lunar visits, and even private space habitats. As technology advances, so too will the opportunities for ordinary people to experience space. As space becomes more accessible, ethical considerations must be addressed, including the environmental impact of space launches and the cultural implications of space travel. It's crucial to manage space tourism sustainably. In conclusion, the lives of astronauts and space tourists, while different in their daily routines and purposes, are bound by a common thread: the human desire to explore and experience the unknown. As space travel becomes more democratized, it promises to change not just how we view space but also how we view ourselves and our place in the universe.